Bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a live stream with you guys. I hope everybody can get their questions through. Looks like we're good so far. Let me just make sure that everything is online. There's a bit of a delay with their software, so I'm just just verifying right now. So give me a couple minutes, and then we'll get into your guys' questions. Man, I've been seeing a lot of different stuff so far. Some people not actually that happy with the episode, which was weird. I thought it was great. I mean, it was big, that's for sure. You had the size of just the amount of zombies was just really, really crazy. It's like I said in the review, like a monster movie. By the way, if you guys missed the review or the predictions, they'll be in the channel, so you can watch both videos for that. And like I said, there is the giveaway for the season 5, but you have to leave your comment in the review video, so you can go do that if you want to as well too, if you haven't done that yet. Let me just make sure that this is showing up and that everybody can see that, and then we'll see. So, just a minute. And I do have a few of your guys' questions already. I've kind of been adding them to to a document to read with you guys, so that's good. So I'm just checking now to make sure that the live stream's up and running. It looks like it is good, so that's good. Cool. All right, good. So I'm assuming we're all good to go. I'm just going to act as if we are. So I'm assuming you guys can see it now. Let's see. All right. Wow, that's a lot of questions. Okay. Well, let's start with the ones that we had here. So, and then we'll go from there. I'm lurking in the shadows. I can't see him. Really? You can't see me? I think you can see me. Maybe that was an older message. Trevschan2. Let me just check from another browser, and then we'll get into your questions in a minute, guys. Sorry for the delays. I'm not a pro at the live stream yet. It's like the first one I've done. But man, what a crazy premiere, man. Absolutely nuts. So let me just see. It looks like there's 7 people so far watching. So people starting to see it. So that's good. We got a couple thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the thumbs up. That's always good. And then the comments. So I should be able to see your comments below when you leave them. Yeah. So, hey, guys. So I see Adrian here. We've got Chaos Gaming. We got Eric. Cool. We got the kiddo. So he's back. Cool. Awesome. Okay. I'll close that for now, and then we can get into your guys' questions. So let's start. Ask your questions in the comments. Let's start with a few of the ones you guys have. So first one's from Lewis Morris. Thanks, Lou, for all your support. And he asked, for the live stream, said, there's going to be a Rick and Daryl only episode this season, said Greg Nicotero, and he thinks it's probably going to be about episode 12 this season. And yes, I'm staying up until like 4 a.m. to watch your live stream. Love your channel, man. Thanks, Lou. So I guess he wanted to hear my thoughts on that. Yeah, that's going to be cool. I've heard some, I don't know how much territory I want to get into with spoilers about the internet rumors of what may happen in the second half with Rick and Daryl. But I'll just make it very brief. It sounds like there may be some kind of struggle with regards to leadership there, and maybe some kind of rift starting between Rick and Daryl. So if we get an episode with just the two of them by themselves, that would be really, really cool. We've already seen them start to kind of disagree on a few things, with this season, with that line that was in the trailer too, that when they talk about, do you see it differently? And then Daryl kind of says that, yeah, he does, and that he thinks they should still be going on runs. But obviously right now, they're busy. He can't be. They need him right now for the zombie herd that is going to cause a whole bunch of ruckus, obviously. So next one is from Whiffy Light, and he says, do you secretly hope the zombie apocalypse will actually happen in real life? Do I secretly hope? Okay, so this is a fun one. So I'd like to try it in a virtual reality for a day or a week or something, but then I'd like to go back to real life after. So I wouldn't really want a zombie apocalypse to actually happen in real life because, majority of people are going to be killed, and whether or not you're one of them, there's a lot of luck involved too, I think. If Rick, for example, is a character who's become an insanely strong survivor, but still, if the situation is just wrong, you could be killed even if you're a really good survivor. You could just be trapped somewhere or in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a lot of people would be in a zombie apocalypse when the world is just crumbling and everything's just going to shit. No matter how smart you are, how athletic, or how good of a shot you are, you could just get screwed. A zombie herd could come through and maybe you have no way out, and eventually you run out of food or something, just starve, or try to make a break for it and get eaten alive or something. I do think in chaos there is definitely luck, and yes, you can go with the people make their own luck type deal too. But I think if it happened in real life, and 90% of people were killed, they wouldn't all be people like Carter. Some of them would be stronger survivors that just didn't end up making it. Like Shane was a pretty strong survivor too. So. And what happened with him and Rick. So some people will just die. It's just how it is in zombie apocalypse. So no, I wouldn't really like that to happen in real life for sure. Not really. I had to add this one. World Patriot said, I was the one who honked the horn. So he's back. He is back. Yeah, I thought he was banned. And I was calling him like, I think he's done, man. I think he's gone. And then as soon as the review posted, I saw him in there. He's like, wolves are here. So I was like, okay. You can stop saying wolves not far now to everybody in the comments and just say wolves are here, or I was the one who honked the horn. So that's funny. Jared Leto says, that's Javier Leto says, Trev, how many views do you think the premiere is going to get? So, oh man, probably like 20 million. That's what he said. I think at least 18 or 19 million. But I'm really interested to see if people were a little bit let down by it, if people were a little bit disappointed, because I saw some of that in the comments. And I think I'll do a video this week comparing. We were going to do a throwback to No Sanctuary, but we never did. But with regards to like which premiere is the best premiere so far, the best ever, in my review, you'll notice I didn't say that it's the best episode they've ever done, ever. It's the biggest they've ever done in terms of scale. But I don't know if it's the best. No Sanctuary and Too Far Gone. The thing is, it's a good start, though, right? It's an awesome start. And what's weird about Season 5 with No Sanctuary, that's like a finale, kind of. It's a premiere, but the episode is written like it's a climax, like it's a finale episode. So it's got kind of the end of that terminus thing, and then the hunters kind of come from there. But, yeah, man, No Sanctuary. Incredible start. So I got to watch this one again a couple times and kind of get my head around and compare, because this one was so big, like the amount of zombies that they just had was insane. But yeah, it wasn't all resolved in one episode. It's going to be, probably a good number of episodes this season are going to be used with this zombie herd, or at least a couple, especially if they're going to add in some flashbacks and some stuff like we think they're going to. Then yeah, definitely, it will be at least a few episodes, probably more like 4 or 5. We'll see. So yeah, I'd say around 18 million views, I think, for the premiere, or 20. Okay. This one's from Daniel Mezquita, and he says, what a great episode. Carter's death was so freaking satisfying, and he got like 8 thumbs up by the time I grabbed that for this video. So yeah, that was good, man. I wish in a perfect series, I would say perfect world, but in a perfect series, they would have shown Carter last season, because he's kind of like a Nicholas 2.0. He's like an add-on for Nicholas. Like Nicholas by himself has the thing going with Glenn, so they couldn't really use him for that. And we already kind of knew he was like that. So the Carter thing is good, but he kind of plays the role of a comic book series Nicholas, sort of, and they've kind of tacked it on. It would have been even cooler if he would have been there in Season 5, but I don't ever remember seeing him in the background or anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Write it in the chat if you're like, no, he was in Season 5. I don't think he was. I don't think so. But yeah, I was surprised by it too, because they just introduced him as kind of like a bigger character, and they killed him off right away. So that was a little bit unexpected for me. I mean, we knew he was weak, but I thought maybe they might keep him for a little while. Introducing a character in one episode and killing him right after that is that's pretty quick. So it's not bad. Okay, we've got a couple more questions here, but let's go to the chat so we can see what you guys are saying. Refreshed, nothing, you trolling us. Oh, that's an older message. Okay, Jonathan G says, sorry. Let's see, all right then. No, I didn't keep mine. That was an awesome death, though. I'm just trying to, there's so many comments, so I'm just trying to understand here. Okay, let's see. I'm fine with the blowing up material. I hope The Walking Dead has a legit ending and they don't drag it on and keep making seasons until it gets canceled one day. Well, that's not a bad comment. That's one thing, is that I am interested to see if maybe The Walking Dead, because we've talked about it peaking before, if maybe it did peak at Season 5. But I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see how Season 6 goes. And we'll see if Season 6 also actually is better than Season 5. So far, it looks like it definitely has the potential to be, but we'll see how it goes. Judd Gaming says, spoiler warning, Shane dies in season 2. So... yeah, let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's see. I'm just reading. I'm trying to find good comments here to answer, that kind of thing. So I tried it, nothing. Refreshed. You trolling us? 2.5 messages per minute. I live in LA, but left with Strand. What? Let's see here. Live stream now. Different window. Refresh YouTube, y'all. Maybe if some of them were in it before, maybe they have to refresh. That could be why. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it for now. Ichigo Black says he loves me, so, or she. I love you too, man, or what have you. Rick says effing on DVD though. Yeah, that's true. At the end of season 4? Is that it? The finale of season 4, he does say they're not screwing with the wrong people. He says they're effing with the wrong people. I won't swear on camera. In real life, I swear all the time, but I try not to on camera because YouTube doesn't like that. And there's younger viewers and stuff too. Haynes Green says, so I'm not getting my hopes too high. I'm not sure if he means the this season. No, I don't think so. I think they're talking about something else. Let's see. Listen to Trev's review now. Yeah. Okay, let's do a couple more questions here. Keep sending me your guys' questions. Maybe I'll just grab them from private messages too, because the chat seems to be kind of people talking back and forth to each other rather than sending questions to me. So I'm not sure if they can't see it or what the case is, but you should be able to, because it looks like the live stream is live. Next one is from, let's see, Chris Gonzalez, and he says, this was a comment in the video. He says, I thought the season premiere was pretty boring. I was about to fall asleep. The black and white didn't help. Last year's premiere was way better. So I don't know if I disagree with you. Like I said, I got to watch a couple times to kind of compare to No Sanctuary, because that was a great premiere. So once I kind of look at them both, I'll be able to do maybe a video or a Q&A on that specifically. So next one is from Tyler Dugas, and he says, what's up, Trev? I got a Q&A for you. Do you think Nick is Fear the Walking Dead's Daryl? I feel like they are similar because they both were already living their own apocalypse before the outbreak. So I wanted to know if you think Nick will take a similar path as Daryl. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Tyler. I think that's exactly what they're setting it up for. If you remember his quote at the end that he kind of feels like he's at home in the zombie apocalypse, like everybody's catching up because his life was kind of chaotic before 2. It was like mad before 2. So it's like he's just kind of doing his regular thing. There's zombies everywhere, of course, so it's a bit different, obviously. But, he's always been in trouble, and he's always been dealing with cops or being arrested or, trying to find food or, trying not to get beaten up by his mom. So, so it makes, it makes sense. So, yeah. Let me just open up the community comments here, and then we'll see. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab some from private messages just because the chat is turning into too much of a chat. And there's actually messages coming through right now in the review video. People are actually watching the review right now too, so that's part of it. Star Wars says 10 out of 10. Really? Okay, that's your opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. So, I guess some people weren't happy with the premiere. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was pretty crazy. But again, it's not self-contained. Like it's a start to a new season. So it's just the beginning. Whereas No Sanctuary felt like it was kind of like a more self-contained type episode because you had Carol attacking and then you had everything kind of not finishing, but that part of the Terminus part was kind of finished. You had Morgan coming back, so they packed that episode quite a bit. This one, Morgan's back now, and you're getting to see. There was the funny part where he asked Michonne if she stole one of his protein bars, so that was funny. I did like that a lot. There was some good dialogue in it, but yeah, it's just a start. So maybe it's a little bit too early to judge it right off the first episode because it's a setup for a totally new story arc, so to speak. So Ben Gabe says, will Morgan find out Michonne really did take his protein bar? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. And then he also says, how the hell are you feeling? Yeah, I know. I'm feeling good about it. I mean, I like the premiere quite a bit. I don't want to say that No Sanctuary was better at this time because I haven't gone over it enough. I've only seen the episode once so far, and then been working on the videos with you guys since then. But yeah, I mean, is No Sanctuary a better premiere? I guess. Yeah, I guess at least you guys, a lot of you guys seem to think it was a better premiere. But it's a premiere by itself. So we'll see how this story arc ends up. Andy Hernandez says, "Hey Trev, that was a crazy premiere. My question is, at the end of the episode, do you think the horn was caused by the wolves or by Ron? I feel like at this stage it would be something Ron would do. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Thanks." I never thought about that. I never thought, I was thinking, yeah, it would for sure be the wolves because they would most likely be doing that. But is it possible that Ron would do something like that? To undermine Rick's plan and make him look bad or something, but he not really know what he saw them though. He has an idea of what he's messing with there. He does. So unless it was, because we do see Enid in a car in the promo, and there's blood splatter everywhere. So is it possible too that she could be trying to get somebody's attention or something? I don't know. To me, it seems like the wolves, but we'll see. Maybe that could be they could be purposefully misleading our predictions. It could be kind of misleading us, and it could be some idiot at Alexandria or something not realizing what the hell's going on and what they're doing. Let's see. Wine Dog 2 says, "Hey Trev, Q&A. I think Daryl is a great person to kill for Negan's debut. Here's why. I think Morgan is a great second-hand man, and I think they will slowly show less and less of Daryl because Morgan will be Rick's go-to guy, and I think Daryl is an amazing character, but I think if he lives too long, it won't be good. What are your thoughts? Thanks, your friends, Wine Dog 2. So I guess maybe there's a couple of people that use the account. Oh, man. Well, the thing is, they bought him the bike, right? Somebody pointed this out last season, that they bought him those 2 bikes for Daryl. And they were like $100,000 or something like that. So I don't think AMC would do that if they were just gonna, kill him off soon. So I put him as a safer character, and that's why I didn't include him as a finale type death, because I don't think they would do that for him and then kill him off just the next season. But I can see them wanting to shake things up too. So at this point, I don't think Daryl is most likely, but obviously this is a prediction, so we could be completely wrong as well. Who knows? JMash97 says, "Hey Trev, I was wondering if I could get a shout out on the live hangout tonight. I'm a fellow Walking Dead reviewer, along with more movie reviews and top 10s. Well, there you go, man. There's your shout out. So, so people, you can check out his channel if you're interested. LiveRack7 says, "Hey Trev, do you think we'll ever see a joke episode like the comic where the governor came back as a robot?" Nice. No, I don't think we'll ever see that. Maybe something in Z Nation. I missed my Z Nation review this week, by the way, just because of everything with the premiere getting ready. But yeah, Z Nation was actually pretty good this week. There's zombie baby and stuff. It's funny. So maybe I could do a review for that sometime this week, just to catch up. And of course, we'll continue with the Z Nation reviews, of course. Let's see, Hypernova 2K 2.0 says, "Hey Trev, love your videos. I watch them every day, like every day, man. Do you think Lydia is pregnant from Carl?" Oh man, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? I don't think so far. I don't think it's necessary for her to be right now. But we're going to have to see if she even makes it, man, because they could kill her off or something. And we do have a cover with Alpha crying. So maybe that's because maybe they did get a hold of her. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Yeah, so crazy stuff. Let's see how the live stream is doing in terms of the chat, and if we have any actual questions in the chat. Let's see. Okay. I'm just trying to get some live comments from you guys as we're going here, so you can ask live questions. Let's see here. Start the encoder, ready to go live again. Yeah, so it's running, but I don't know. But yeah, no, I did enjoy the premiere quite a bit, for sure. There's no question about it. Let's see what everybody else says here. I gotta see these comments from you guys, otherwise it's, kind of defeats the purpose of doing it. Comments are disabled. Well, what the hell, YouTube? I can't figure this shit out. Oh, I don't get it sometimes, man. Okay, here we go. We got comments up here. Trevor, you're looking at the right chat. There's Ben Games. Okay, I am now. It wasn't showing in the software, so I see your comment there, Ben. Okay, I haven't watched you since the finale of The Walking Dead. Sorry, CK Twilight. That's okay. It's up to you if you want to, watch during the reviews and then come back and then skip in the off season. There are a good number of people who do that because they don't want to hear spoilers. So I get that. I get if you leave and come back. That's your choice. If you want to do that, go ahead. Let's see. Do you think that where Morgan learned his moves from is Jesus? Well, Jesus doesn't use the staff, so no. Obviously, what? Just what? I don't know. Stupid comments, man. Some of these. Rest in peace. I didn't like the gray filter. I think, like I said, I think they were doing that to kind of show us what's happening at different times, and that it let us know it was a flashback sequence, and I thought it worked out pretty good. At least let us know there's no confusion. Like with No Sanctuary, there was the confusion where people, and even myself included, were not 100% sure upon first viewing where some of the scenes were coming from, right? So I think for that it was pretty good. Let's see. Daryl is going to hook up with Paul Monroe. That's weird. That's weird, man. That's really weird. Okay, what do you think of the lack of Carl in this episode? Well, we know he's going to be in episode 2, and there are so many characters, so it's I mean, you can't. There's so many characters in the show. You can't have everybody in every episode all the time. Let's see. Andres Martinez says, "Hey Trev, nice Shane video, LOL." I'm glad you liked it, man. Like I said, I wanted to do a little bit more with it, but because of time, I wasn't able to. Adrian says, "Need that Z Nation review." Yeah, definitely. We'll get it. We'll get it posted for you this week for sure. Ryan Respect says, "Trev, they mentioned Holly in this episode. How would they remix her character as in the comic she was?" I'm gonna just read this first for spoilers. Yeah, that's true. Okay, this isn't too spoilery. In the comic books, Abraham saves her, but in the TV series, they switched that out, right, for another female. So yeah, that's kind of, that's going to be quite a remix. So we'll see if she survives or how they use her or what kind of character she is, because she'll probably be different than the comic book series version based on that, unless she starts some kind of relationship with Abraham anyway, which would be a little bit weird. We'll have to see. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Hey, Trevor, I was wondering, they didn't hint at the wolves in this episode, like with the W's and the zombies in Season 5. Yeah, but they did mention it, though, right? So they talked about it. Like, you had Daryl and Rick who talked about the W's and the foreheads. And, of course, Morgan had saw them as well, too. I don't think he mentioned that to them, but, yeah. Let's see. Joe Parker says, "Hey, Trev, there's apparently going to be a fist fight between two characters later on in the season. Maybe it's in the particular episode. I don't want to talk too much about that because that could be kind of spoilery and people may not want to know about that. But yeah, that'd be cool to see if we see a fist fight between two characters on the Survivor side and some kind of, people not getting along there, with part of the Alexandria group. So that'd be cool. Let's see. What else we got? Marcuson HD says, "Fear the Walking Dead just seems overall better than The Walking Dead." Really? That's weird, man. Some of the opinions I see are a little strange, but I do think the finale of Fear was insanely strong. It was a very, very strong finale, so I can kind of see. Also, too, this year you got to keep in mind, we haven't had that much of a break because we had Fear for 7 weeks. Well, there was a break week, so 6 weeks with the break week. 7 weeks of Fear the Walking Dead. So it was an easier wait than it was last year. So like when it's coming back now, it's not like I feel like it's not as huge of an episode with the premiere because we've had Fear to kind of tide us over until this is back. So it's not like we haven't had anything Walking Dead and then boom, all of a sudden they hit us with the premiere, which they did hit us with a big premiere. But I think it eased the weight a little bit this year. Joshua 123838 says, "Z Nation equals The Walking Dead directed by a pothead." That's right. Absolutely right. And it's fun, and I do enjoy it. It is pretty fun. That's for sure. So let's see what else we got here. Okay. CD says, hey man, hey dude, how you doing? Derp.mp3 says, sup Trev, hey man. Let's see what else we got. All right. Mickey Rourke as Negan. Well, that's from Vigilance 1984. Well, that'd be strange. Mickey Rourke as Negan. I got to think about that for a minute. Well, he's certainly big enough to do it. Well, he was pretty big in The Wrestler. So, I think he'd be. Can he do the comedy though? Yeah, he can. So yeah, he would be good. But he's a big actor, right? So I don't know if they'd be able to do that. So yeah. Wow, a lot of questions flying in now. Do you think Mrs. Niedermeyer was the one honking the horn to let everybody? Damn it, I'm going to lose it. To let everybody know dinner was ready. That's from Corrupt Flounder. It's nice. A little bit. I'm cool with a little bit of trolling. That's fun. Okay. Wow, a lot of comments coming in now. Okay. I just gotta grab a few here and stop freaking moving. Damn list. Trev, what's your favorite zombie movie? That's from Bender Rodriguez. Great question, man. Day of the Dead. And actually, Greg Nicotero worked on that. Yeah, he did. It's got Day of the Dead is awesome. You can actually watch it on YouTube too. One day, did I do it? I'm trying to see. I do so many videos. Sometimes I forget if I actually did a video or I intended to do a video and then never got around to it. Because I know I reviewed Night of the Living Dead, but I don't. And 28 days later. I did a review for that. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is fun, man. That's a fun movie. If you guys have not seen Shaun of the Dead, people in the UK probably have all seen it. It's really funny. It's a great zombie apocalypse movie if you haven't seen it. It's like a spoof, but really, really funny, man. But yeah, Day of the Dead is probably my favorite. Dawn of the Dead is great too. There's lots of really good ones. John Lawrence says, Trev, on Talking Dead, they said Fear will return this spring with Chris Hardwick. Oh, damn it. I lost his message. Oh, there it is. Doing Talking Dead for each episode. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that because, this spring. So they must be working on filming it earlier than they did last year. Like, they must start, if it's in LA, is it warm enough during the wintertime to do filming? That could be why they chose LA. That would make sense if that's true. Anybody from LA, write a chat. Is it what temperature is it during the winter? Because that would work out really nicely for them, so they could do both, and then it wouldn't. They'd be able to start it way earlier, which would be cool. I would prefer if it wasn't on during Game of Thrones, though. That's one request. I think they should avoid each other. Because HBO and AMC, it's like they've got this respect for each other. Like usually when Game of Thrones starts, it's after The Walking Dead has ended, and they don't usually overlap, which is a good thing. Because then it's like I got to choose between them. And which one do I watch first? Well, usually. Yeah, you just get that whole thing, or what am I going to do reviews for? This kind of thing. If they're on the same weekend, which one gets a review first? That's the tough call, right? Who do you think is responsible for the horn at the end? Says Shirzad K. Well, I would think that it would be the Wolves. I would think, but again, it could be some idiot at Alexandria, or some weird happenstance that we haven't seen. So it could be just about anything, but I think the probability is most likely Wolves for sure. And I'm surprised we didn't see them at all in the premiere, whatsoever. They weren't there at all, which is pretty weird because I was expecting to see them at least a little bit. Eric Lambert says, Q&A question, Trev. Do you think Morgan is there to help Rick keep his sanity? Or do you believe he is gone too far to be saved? Too far gone to be saved emotionally. I'll fix that for you, brother. Too far gone to be saved emotionally. Well, I think he's already kind of had an effect on him, right off the bat, because we are impacted by those around us, those who are watching, those who are there. He may have just killed Carter if the others weren't there. So he may have just killed him because, like you said, he wanted to, but he kind of was able to bring it back because then who's watching and that, and it has an effect. So I do think he already has started to. Yeah, it's kind of like Herschel now that Herschel's gone. Maybe he can help Rick kind of change back a little bit, but not too much. I think Rick is always going to be mostly the way he is and pretty sure of himself, which so far it makes sense because Carter almost cost them, already. Maggie's pregnancy thoughts from Noah Mann. What? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, really. Lauren Cohen's not pregnant, is she? Keep in mind, I haven't watched Talking Dead yet because I was doing the review and the predictions for you guys right away. You guys are priority. You take priority. I do the review and the predictions for you first, and then if I get time to watch Talking Dead after, then I watch it after. But you guys are priority, so just so you know that. And that's something with the channel. It's always been that way. Talking Dead started season 2. I started doing reviews season 1 for the premiere. As soon as it aired pretty much that week, I had a premiere review posted that very week of season 1. So I started reviewing before Talking Dead started. John Linden Meir says, Kevin Durant seems to be the popular fan favorite for Negan. Well, a lot of you guys watch the Strain, and Kevin Durant, of course, is awesome in the Strain as Vasily. So, yeah, man, he would be. If you can't get Bruce Campbell, and Bruce Campbell's got his own show, like Bruce Campbell is so recognizable that maybe Kirkman's like, well, maybe they can't afford him, first of all. Maybe it's too expensive. Maybe he would want too much money. He's got his own show already, which he is he's like the flagship, character actor. Without him, you wouldn't have that show, Ash versus the Evil Dead. So, and there's other choices as well, too. But Kevin Durant's definitely not a bad choice, and I would love to see him as that, because I do think there are a lot of other choices out there that are far worse. Some people like John Hamm, is that the guy from Mad Men? I've never been a Mad Men fan, but I don't know. Can he play the comedy part and the badass part? Can he bash people's skulls in with a baseball bat? I'm not sure. How does that look? I'm not sure. So I don't know about him, man. I don't know. I would rather see somebody else, I think. Cameron Batham, he says, Morales with a question mark. Don't you dare talk about Morales. He's son of a bitch. Don't you dare. I'm not talking about him anymore, man. It's been too many years now. I'm not talking about it. No Sanctuary versus First Time Again, says The Walking Dead JG. You know what? We'll keep this one for its own video. I'll carefully go through them both, and I'll give you guys my thoughts after I watch First Time Again after I watch it again. Alex says, were you happy Carter died? Well, yeah, kinda. I mean, I don't know. I think he was too weak to really make it in their world. So, yeah, I don't think it was ever going to work anyway. Sooner or later, yeah, they were probably going to. Morales versus Tobias, says somebody who just got pushed out of the list. Morales versus Tobias. Well, Morales is far older. I'm sure he would take... He's just a kid, so of course he'd win. Morales is dead, says Alex. Well, yeah, he is. As far as I'm concerned, he is dead, unless I'm wrong. Trav, do you think World Patriot watches Animal? I'm not going to read the rest of that. I don't know what he does. I don't know what his hobbies are, aside from honking horns. I don't know. Let's see. John Linden Meyer says, I like No Sanctuary better, but tonight's episode was pretty strong. Yeah, I feel you there. I probably agree with you there. I can't shut the fuck up. Morales game says. Good call. Favorite season of The Walking Dead, says Caitlin. Season 5, Season 3. Season 3 got beat out by Season 5 because Season 5 was just so much bigger scale and just awesome. Can you imagine how cool it would have been to see, like... Season 3 with all the different back and forth battles and zombies and everything, if they had a budget like they do today? Well, at least I think the budget's bigger now. I mean, with 2,000 freaking zombies in the premiere, I would think it would be. Trev, what you drinking from Fresh Dopamine? This is actually just water, brother. I usually... Drinking alcohol and making videos doesn't really work well, at least with thinking. Thinking and drinking are kind of a conflict. So I don't drink that much. Tyler says Negan is Goku. Right, okay. Cool channel, bro, says Kyle. Well, subscribe then, god damn it. If I don't really know I don't recognize your name, so subscribe, dude. Corrupt Flounder says, Trav, do a review someday with Megapath Presents. Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind. Although his viewers are really annoying. They just come and talk shit to me all the time, so that kind of pisses me off. But aside from that, yeah, I have no problem working with other people on YouTube. I've been talking with Larry from Otaku Assemble, and he wants to do something with me. We'll probably do a video together, but he hasn't messaged me back. He asked, I messaged him. I asked him if he wanted to do a video with me, and then he messaged me back. But then I messaged him back again. He hasn't messaged me back yet. So we'll see. Well, I want to do something with him. Larry first, because he's one of the guys. Like when I started, there were certain people that I looked up to, and if I'm gonna do a collab with anybody, it'd probably be those people first. If I can, because guy like Larry, I really respect what he does and what he did when he first started that with his Game of Thrones stuff and his other reviews. He's great, man, Dragon Ball reviews and stuff. So I'd love to work with someone like that. And also some of the guys in the DBZ community, too, I want to work with as well, too. But we'll see, because, I'm busy, too, right? So I got a crazy schedule. Like right now I'm filming, it's 2:30 a.m., right? So, yeah, a lot of people are not awake when I'm awake. So, yeah. So, COD Pro says, hey, Trev, what do you think it would be like if T-Dog were still alive in The Walking Dead? Well, they would have had to change so much of his of how they handled him. Like they handled him a totally different way, whereas they never really did much with him, and they could have done more with him. But you do have to have a lot of deaths in there too, and the unpredictability was kind of cool earlier on too, where you just really had no idea. But I felt like that too with Carter this episode. It was pretty unpredictable. They killed him off just like that. I didn't think they were going to. Jason Todd honked the horn. Why do people think Jason Todd is the new Joker in the Suicide Squad? I haven't looked into those theories yet as to why people think that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's his tattoos or something. I'd have to look into that. I haven't really looked into that yet. Even though that movie does look like a lot of fun. Let's see. I love T-Dog. Rip. Yeah. Let's see. I sure missed the way he used to stand around in the background. I mean, he had a few lines. Wasn't too bad. What do you think of Jesse refusing Rick's offer to train with a gun and have Rosita teach her instead, from the Kiddo 115? Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of like what they've done in the TV series with Jesse and Rick, because it is weird, considering if you think about it and where Ron would be at with that. Like, he did kill his dad, so he did kill Peter, and Jesse, of course, would have had feelings for Peter, even if he was a dickhead or whatever the case may be. If he was doing the things he was doing, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that so there's obviously some cognitive dissonance there with regards to Jessie and how she's feeling. Does she still want to be with Rick? He's executed her husband now, and out of respect for her husband, even if he was a bad husband, it's that's just a really interesting position to be in with regards to just her mindset and where she would be at with regards to him. So I'm really excited to see if the two of them, do have any kind of a relationship, because No Way Out has just started. The frickin' the whole place is going to come crashing down, basically, from what it looks like, or at least most of it. So we'll see if she survives and if they ever have time to have a relationship, or that'll be cool to see, because that was one of my favorite parts of season 5 later on. They did a great job with regards to the fight between Peter and Rick, much better than the comic book version. I felt much more from that than I did the comic book series version, for sure. So let's see who else we got. Trevor, here's my question. Okay, let me scroll up. Do you think Daryl is gay with Aaron? Please read this. Every derp would like to know from a professional point of view. This is from Dillnutter98. What? Why do people think Daryl is gay? I mean, he's got issues. His hair's a little girly, but I mean, whatever. It's just, I don't think he's gay. I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen anything like that yet. So he's got some personal issues, relationship issues, father issues, and all that kind of stuff going on. So, yeah. Let's see. I'll be interested to see, too, if they do some kind of relationship between Morgan and Michonne. Because, I don't know, I just feel like maybe, I don't know, when Morgan asked her about the protein bar, I thought that was kind of funny, but I also thought, too, maybe he was just trying to talk to her, that kind of thing. Maybe he fancies her. There's an English. See, you guys in the UK fancy? See, I used it. I used the word, right? See? I used it properly, right? See? So there you go. Bullocks, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so... There's a lot of people in here from the UK. I'm actually English too, from my background. So yeah, my parents actually used to live in England for a while, which is cool. Then they came back to Canada. I live in Canada now. Faraz Tahir says, "Are you still reviewing Dragon Ball Super?" Hey, bro. He's been a follower of the channel for a long time. So thanks, Faraz. I want to, brother. I want to. It's just that, again, not enough hours in the day, and I have to watch the episode and then do the review. And I do love to watch the episodes. I'm about 2 behind right now, and it's just because of Fear and then The Walking Dead and everything else I got going on that it got pushed back. It's not that Dragon Ball ever takes a backseat to anything. I mean, Dragon Ball is amazing, but it's just that I'm working on Walking Dead. That's what most people want to see from me. There's other channels for for Dragon Ball that people like to. Let's see. Oh, there's lots of them. There's for Neverworld guys like that do it. And Sawyer 7 Mage. He's a guy who actually I was talking with him about doing something together, but I don't think he has a web camera. He's awesome. Sawyer Mage. You guys, have you seen him? He's an anime manga guy, but he's really really good, man. So he's got. I always respect people that have. That don't make as many videos as I do, but have way more views or way more subscribers than me. I think that's amazing because they're doing something better than I'm doing it. If they have less videos, more views, more subscribers, then they're better at it than I am. So a guy like him, I'd love to work with him too. Somebody in the future, maybe we'll see. Let's see. Here we got Priest. So some people do know him. He says, I love both Sawyer Mage and Forever. Yeah, man, they're awesome. They work really hard. And Larry, again, too, from Otaku Assembly. He's amazing, too. And I got great respect for everybody. Creating a YouTube channel is not that easy, man. You got to make tons of videos. It takes years, it takes dedication, consistency. So I have respect for everybody who does it because it's not easy. It's not as easy as it looks. Let's see what else we got here. We need to make a petition to get Aaron Paul on The Walking Dead from J1 Goodwin. That'd be cool, man, if they could get him on there because he's friends with Norman Reedus too, right? They did that movie 999, didn't they, together? So yeah, that'd be cool to see him on there. But he was a Breaking Bad guy, and again, he's too recognizable, so they wouldn't want to bring him in, I think, because people would be like, oh, that's him from this show. But then again, they brought in Chris from Everybody Hates Chris as Noah. So, sometimes they break kind of those simple rules. But then again, is he that recognizable? Well, I think he's pretty recognizable. Caitlin G says, what do you think of Frank Delane? Well, he's not Stannis the Manus, but he may be, let's see. I don't know. That didn't work out too well. Stannis the Sonus or something? I don't know. He's Stannis' son, so that's pretty funny. Alex says, hey, Trav, did you take one of my protein bars? I did. I did steal it, Alex. What the hell are you going to do about it? I took it, and you're not. I already ate it. It's gone. It's gone. So too bad, man. Too bad. It's too late. Do you think the prison storyline was too short, Trev? Always wanted to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks, Noah. Yeah, and I apologize, too, if you guys have been wondering a particular question and I never got to it. I always like to get to as many as I can. But so do I think the prison storyline was too short in the TV series? It was. Season 3 went through a lot of material so fast. It made for an awesome season, but it was a bit cluttered. They definitely should have maybe added in a little bit more and spread out the governor. Because if you think about the governor, that's a season and a half. That's it. The governor came in, season and a half, gone, done, right? Comes back as a hallucination. But or as a ghost, so to speak, which was handled nicely, because that was foreshadowed by Tyrese talking about the world being haunted already, which was good. But yeah, they should have done like probably 3 or 4 seasons with him or something like that, and they just went through it really fast. So, but it made for a great season, so I liked it too. Cameron Bathamy says Dragon Balls. I guess he doesn't like Dragon Ball. That's one thing about the channel too, because sometimes I'll do like Walking Dead, and then some people who subscribe for Dragon Ball will leave. They'll unsubscribe because they don't like Walking Dead, and this kind of thing. People like certain things and don't like other things. Yeah, so there's that. All right, Henry Rollins is Negan, and Kevin Durant is Dwight. Says Fly from the inside as Dwight. What? Kevin Durant is not a good Dwight. He's way too big, and he doesn't look anything like him. You could do it, but I don't know. Henry Rollins is Negan, though. That would be, that would be perfect. I think somebody said that initially Negan was based off of him. I don't know if that's true or if that's just, I'm not sure. But man, he's great, Henry Rollins. He's funny and yeah, he's badass too. So he's Black Flag, right? He was a lead singer for that, I think. Yeah. So he's probably seen some shit. Yeah. LeBron James as Negan. What? Shut up, man. Stupid crap. I love No Sanctuary, but wish they had explored Terminus more and not killed them off so fast. Well, that's from the new Badass TV. Well, here's the thing. In the comic book series with Fear of the Hunters, they were handled really quickly. They were not around for very long. So in the TV series, they did extend it already. They already had extended it. And I felt like with the flashback sequences, they were trying to maybe extend it a little bit more. But maybe they realized that, nobody really cares about the backstory of cannibals. Like, they're not relatable. It doesn't matter what they've been through. You'll never relate to someone who's a cannibal in a zombie apocalypse. It's just not going to happen. Mark Russell says, what is your day job? I'm a computer tech man. Corporate Flounder says, hey, Trav, has anyone ever asked you for an autograph? No, not yet, but I haven't, gone to Comic-Con or anything like that. So, but yeah, I have been recognized about twice by people. That's about it. Not that often, maybe once a year or something, or 2 years. Okay, Donald Trump is Negan. What? Just stop sending through stupid crap. Tobey Maguire is Negan. Tobey Maguire make an awesome Negan. Oh man, what happened to Tobey Maguire, man? Where is he at? Like, aside from Spider-Man, where is that dude at? Is he even still acting or what? I mean, I'm sure he's got enough cash. He doesn't need to now, but still, man, he was good as Spider-Man. I thought he made a good Spider-Man. I don't know. It's just me. Even the emo, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, it was good. I liked it. I thought it was funny. It was a different style that I do like as well, too. John Lindermeyer, who keeps asking amazing questions, says, how long do you think it will take the Herd to destroy the Alexandria safe zone? Do you think they will drag it all the way out to the mid-season finale? Well, the mid-season finale is 8 episodes out. So if they draw it all the way out to there, that will be a ways, right? But I don't know if there's that much story to tell in between that time. It depends on how the wolves act and what happens with that. But if they put in enough flashbacks and enough sequences like that, they could, if they did a flashback episode with Morgan, which I would love to see, it's possible, but I hope they don't. I guess we'll wait and see, but I don't think they will. That's quite a bit. So let's see what else we got. Trav Q&A, will Morgan live the whole season from Space Corps? I think it depends on what Lenny James wants to do. If he's okay with staying for a few seasons, I think they'll keep him. But, who knows? I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes. There's no way to know. Let's see. Do you respect Heath's hair game? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. That was funny. Eugene is quite funny and awkward, so I like that too. How about you? How would you compare the characters of Dragon Ball to The Walking Dead? Dragon Ball Z to Walking Dead. Well, I mean, it's totally different, man. The entire premise, everything is just a totally different genre. You can't really compare the two. It doesn't really make sense. Vin Diesel as Negan. I saw that commercial for Witch Hunter, Last Witch Hunter, whatever. That looks pretty funny. We're pretty good anyway, I guess. But I'm not a huge Vin Diesel guy. But I know the Fast and Furious movies have done amazing, especially the last one. It's like one of the biggest of all time. So let's see. We'll do a few more, and then we'll wrap up fairly soon because I don't want to go on for too long, and I'm not seeing as many questions. Let's see what we got. Trav, enter that contest to get on Talking Dead. Well, I would enter contests like that, but the thing is I couldn't practically do it because I can't get time off work until next probably March, April, May, something like that time range. So because of that, even if I was to win anything, I couldn't do it really. It just wouldn't make sense. So there's really no reason to enter because I couldn't do it anyway. Let's see what else we got here. Top 5 saddest deaths. Yeah, that's a good topic. I've done ones like that before, most emotional in that. Let's see. Trev, do you think 7-Eleven was a part-time job? What? Do you think 7-Eleven was a part-time job? What? I think... Corrupt Flounder, you just keep asking ridiculous stuff. Are you talking about 9/11 being an inside job? Because if so, I would say, yeah, I think so. From what I've seen anyway over the years, I would say, yeah, it's pretty easy to say to me that it was. But anyway, it's not a conspiracy theory channel. You can go watch the Scariest Movie Ever for that. He subscribes to the channel too, which is kind of cool because I actually watch his videos. He's good, man. Again, another YouTube person I respect a lot. Trev, will Tara live from Space Corps? Yeah, man. Oh, geez. I wish I knew. I mean, I think at least for a little while, but eventually, yeah, she'll probably be killed off. She'll probably be used as like a bigger character death at some point in time. That'll probably be her purpose. So we'll see if her and maybe Eugene would have a relationship. That would be kind of weird. I don't know if we'll ever see that, but yeah. Let's see. All right. Travis, since we both live in Canada, can we find a place to meet in person if you don't want to tell where you live? Again, like I said, I just don't have time. Matt calls me a conspiracy theorist. Well, I guess so. Yeah, in some ways, some conspiracy theories are crazy, but just nuts, some of them. But there, to a lot of them, there's a lot of truth. The thing is that there's so many things out there that we just don't know. We have to trust the people who are elected, to make these decisions, or we have to trust them that everything they're saying is true. And sometimes it's hard to tell, and you got to kind of formulate your own opinion of what you agree with and what you don't. But don't think for a second that people in the military or people in government don't lie, because politicians, I mean, it's like the honest politician. It's like, they have to. It's their job. So yeah, I mean, you got to be careful with what you believe and what you don't. Let's see. Okay, we'll do a couple more. I think we got one here. Hey, Trav, Q&A. Let's see what we got. All right. Did you notice that in the season 4 finale, when Rick says they're screwing with the wrong people, his right eye gets a lot darker than the rest of his body? The governor reference? Yeah, that's what I've always thought. This is from the governor, I guess. I always thought that. I did mention that in a video before, too, that it was just like the governor. So I did notice that as well, too. And yeah, I think that's what they were going for. Trev, if logic is Illuminati, if I love you, do you love me? Well, I do love you guys. So there you go. I mean, depending on what kind of way you want to go with that, but I mean, so I don't know. Okay, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on conspiracy theory stuff. I stay out of it because I think it's kind of dangerous to talk about, to be honest with you. That's why I don't get involved in it at all and start a channel on it or anything, because even though it's interesting sometimes, so many things you just don't know. So, okay, this person says, I kept hearing Holly being mentioned and was like, but where is she? So excited for the upcoming characters. I think we've seen her in a trailer, maybe. So we'll see that. We'll see about that. So, yeah, we should see her this season, I would think. Definitely. So, all right, I think I'll kind of wrap it up here. Okay, serious question, please. We got a serious question here. All right, it better damn well be a serious from Matt Palmquist. He says, hey, Trav, serious question, please. What answer? Will you sign my left butt cheek? Okay, guys, I think I think that's it. I think Matt just killed it. I think we're done. Okay, I think we're done. There will be no signing of butt cheeks. I think we're done. And it's weird because it's guys. That's what's really weird. It's like, what? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's wrap it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick live stream. I don't know, if I'm going to be doing these in the future again. We'll see. It depends on whether or not you guys liked it. If you saw value in it, you enjoyed it, then maybe I could do some more in the future. And yeah, just thank you guys for all your support. I hope you enjoyed the season 6 premiere, and you weren't disappointed with it, because I'm seeing some people that were disappointed with it. I know we get pretty hyped for the the premiere and the finale and stuff like that, and it's true that with doing 16 episodes, you may be disappointed with some here and there, depending. I mean, it's the reality of it. They're not always going to be, maybe live up to all of our different expectations that we all have. I was happy with it. I was satisfied with it. But again, we can talk about some more in our videos coming up this week. So continue to send me your real questions, not about butt cheeks, but real questions for Q&A, and we will do a post Q&A. I'm going to watch the episode again tonight. I may do maybe a top 5 best moments of it after I watch it. We'll see. We'll see about that. And of course, I'll have another video for you guys probably tomorrow or the next day for a Walking Dead Q&A related or something of the sort. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like this one. If you missed the predictions, check it out for episode 2. If you missed the review, check it out for the premiere. And thank you guys for all the support. Thanks for helping me hit 150,000 subs. Means a lot to me. It was amazing, guys. And I'll call it here for the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, so we'll talk lots this week, guys. Send me what you got. Real questions only. I'll call it here. That's it for this quick live stream with you guys. I'll see you maybe for another one in the future if you liked it. So thumb it up if you do. And as always, this is Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you. Have a good night.